It was a crisp Saturday morning at the Bridge and Biscotti Club, where the coffee was strong, the competition stronger, and the biscotti. Well, let's just say Mildred had once again confused baking with charcoal artistry. But no one minded. Not when the stakes were high, the hands were hot, and Tom was holding his cards like he'd just invented bridge and was about to patent it. The weekly team match was underway. 2 rooms, 1 deck, 8 players, and enough strategic tension to power a small city. Team 1, George, a bridge sage with 40 years of experience and a suspiciously good memory for every time he won. Mildred, a woman of patience, precision, and an unshakable belief that she should control the bidding, the snacks, and world peace. Timmy, a romantic of the game, who whispered sweet nothings to his honor cards, and Andrew, his partner in both bridge and life, who once said, "If I lose a finesse, I lose sleep." Team 2, Robert, a calm, collected maestro who'd played more bridge hands than most people have had hot dinners. Tom, a well-meaning chaos agent who once led with the 2 of clubs because it looked friendly. Bartek, self-proclaimed Biltcliff coup expert. No one knew what a Biltcliff coup was, but Bartek said it involved psychic disruption and superior suit preference signals. And Marjorie, who could solve a crossword blindfolded while bidding 3 NT. The club's sacred rule? Open-closed rooms. Same cards. Different rooms. Same game. Different outcomes. The drama practically wrote itself. In room A, Robert opened 1 spade. Timmy, with 17 HCP and a heart suit so strong it could probably win a tug-of-war against a mule, doubled. Robert, unfazed, rebid 3 spades, 6 spades, 17 HCP, and a look that said, "I'm not bluffing, I'm just better." Timmy doubled again, because why not? He wasn't sure what he was doing, but doubling felt aggressive, and aggression was in fashion. Andrew, seeing his 5-card heart suit and a prayer, bid 4 hearts. It was a classic I believe in us move. Vulnerable? Yes. Risky? Absolutely. But bridge wasn't played from behind a bunker. Then came Robert's masterstroke. With the king and queen of hearts in his hand, like a villain holding the keys to the kingdom, and 2 aces for good measure, Robert doubled. Andrew gulped. Timmy blinked. Tom, watching from the sidelines, whispered, "Is this the part where someone gets arrested?" The contract went down 3. Penalty, 800 points to Team 2. Robert leaned back, sipping his tea. "Textbook," he said, as if he'd just recited Shakespeare. Tom nodded solemnly. "Yes. Very penal." Meanwhile, in room B, the same cards danced to a different tune. George opened 1 spade. Marjorie, with 17 HCP and a crossword clue burning in her mind, 7-letter word for, "I'm about to outbid you," doubled. George, channeling his inner Robert, rebid 3 spades. Marjorie doubled again. Bartek, eager to deploy his Biltcliff coup, bid 4 hearts. George, holding the KQ of hearts, the very same cards that had doomed Team 1, doubled. Then Mildred, sweet, biscotti-burning Mildred, did the unthinkable. She bid 4 spades. George raised an eyebrow. "Are you sure, dear? We're non-vulnerable." "They're vulnerable. This feels bold." Bartek, sensing weakness, or possibly just mild indigestion from last week's biscotti, doubled. And then George redoubled. The room fell silent. Even the biscotti stopped crumbling. Redouble? Gasped Bartek, holding a card upside down. Is that like double plus? The play unfolded. George, with his 9-card spade fit and nerves of steel, made the contract. Score, 880 points to Team 1. Mildred smiled. I told you I was feeling lucky. After the final hand, the teams gathered in the lounge, where the air was thick with tension, tea, and the faint smell of burnt almonds. Robert stood. Let's analyze. He pulled out a whiteboard because of course he had a whiteboard. Scenario A. We doubled 4 hearts vulnerable. They went down 3. 800 points. Why? Opponents vulnerable? We held KQ of hearts. 9 spades versus their 8 hearts. Law of total tricks says 17 tricks available. We were non-vulnerable, so penalties hurt them more. It was a textbook penalty double, Robert said. Like poetry. With points. George raised his hand. And in room B, we made 4 spades redoubled, non-vulnerable. 880 points. Why? We had 9 spades. They were vulnerable. I had KQ of hearts to disrupt their side suit. Redoubling showed confidence and maximized scoring. Mildred is a genius. It was a textbook redouble, George said. Like opera. With extra trumps. Tom, finally understanding something, shouted, so, doubling is bad for them, but redoubling is good for us? Everyone stared. Yes, Tom, said Marjorie gently. Like how fire is bad if you're in it, but good if you're roasting marshmallows. Bartek stroked his chin. I believe this illustrates the Biltcliffe principle of bidirectional aggression. No one knew what that meant, but it sounded impressive. Robert unveiled the bridge scoring matrix for 4 hearts and 4 spades contracts. See, Robert said, when you're non-vuln and they're vuln, doubling their 4-level contract is chef's kiss. But if you have the fit and the strength, bidding and redoubling can be even better. George added, and holding the KQ of their suit, that's like having the cheat codes. Timmy sighed. So the key is to have the long suit, the honors, and the right vulnerability? Andrew patted his shoulder. And a partner who doesn't lead with the 2 of clubs. Tom, offended. That was strategic signaling. As the teams packed up, the lessons were clear. 1. Doubling vulnerable opponents with defensive honors, KQ in their suit, is deliciously profitable. 2. Making your own game, even redoubled, is glorious when you're non-vulnerable. 3. The law of total tricks isn't a suggestion, it's a warning. 4. Vulnerability isn't just a status, it's a weapon. As they left, Bartek whispered to Marjorie, next week, I'm introducing the reverse Biltcliffe gambit. Marjorie sighed. Just promise me it does involve bidding 7 diamonds with a singleton. And somewhere in a quiet corner, Tom looked at his cards and whispered, I think I finally get it. He then tried to lead with the 2 of clubs again. The club president sighed. We'll work on it. Next week at the Bridge and Biscotti Club. Not Trump and the Single Life, a heartbreaking slam. Snacks provided. Sanity not guaranteed.